How's it going, people? Salmon Slapper here. It is Tuesday, and there is another update, as you would probably expect on a Tuesday. It is the third world event? Third. And it is the Cabbage Funch Paste. I can't even talk. Oh my god, it's gonna be one of those days, people. Alright, it's the Cabbage Face Punch Bonanza. It's Brassica Prime versus Marimbo. We got in the blue corner the cabbage, in the red corner the monkey. And apparently they've appeared near Lumbridge, and yeah, this is going to be kicking off. So this is the spring event. It's available to free players and members. It is the third world event, and well, basically you choose a side and you play the little mini game and you get XP. In a nutshell, that is how it's going to go down. Head over to the former Saradominist war camp near Lumbridge to find Marimbo and Brassica Prime facing off, while Holstein of the Godless looks on, baffled and a little uncomfortable. They're holding a contest to determine who's the better god, and their followers are competing in an underground arena in their name. To play, pledge your loyalty to Marimbo or Brassica or Holstein the Ungodless. Ungodless? Godless. And apparently these are all voice acted, so if you want to hear that, check on your speakers. Enter the circular zone between the two thrones. When there are enough players, the minigame will start. The Cabbage Face Punch Bonanza is played on a large field with a safe zone on either side. It's played in a series of rounds in which players have a short time to run from one side to the next while avoiding hazards. Earn points by getting from one side to the next, mining cabbage ore and patient. Oh god, it is seriously one of those days. Mining cabbage ore or punching monkeys. I'm kind of tempted to punch monkeys. If a player doesn't reach a safe zone in the time limit or is killed, they will respawn in the middle zone as a gorilla for the remainder of the game. Their objective is to kill human players running across, earning points as they do so. The game ends when all players have become gorillas or 10 crossings have been made. Reward points earned in the game can be spent on cosmetic capes, active and passive abilities to be used in the Cabbage Face Punch Bonanza itself, and several handy items that you also voted for in the recent poll. Seed aside, automatically destroys seeds when they drop in combat, and this will give you double the farming XP you'd have from simply planting them. The other is patch bombs. Instantly clear a farming patch for the full amount of XP and items noted. And the Slayer VIP tokens will give you a choice of 2 targets when you next start a new Slayer assignment. Although the minigame and most rewards will remain after the event is over, you have just 2 weeks to help your faction to victory and claim the awe-inspiring capes. So yeah, here's the capes, give you a bit of zoom in goodness. So there we go, I'm assuming Godless is on the right, Marimbo I think is centre, and the cabbage is on the left. So those are the 3 capes you can get depending on which faction you join and help out. So yeah. No idea on the stats, probably most likely cosmetic I would have thought, but there's new capes nonetheless, like, so if you want some new pretty back pieces, there we go. Additionally, while this is all going on, they've brought in the Gothixian butterflies. I don't know how many of you have actually even bothered to catch these, but I can tell you this, it's becoming quite handy on TheCompleteRS on the Nubcake. Basically, they've released these butterflies, and if you're a member, catching a butterfly grants you a chunk of XP in your lowest leveled skill. You can catch up to 20 butterflies each day, and you can catch them over, I think it's a week. I think it's a week this is going on, or 2 weeks. I can't remember, it's not on for a massively long time anyway. But basically, you can think of it as like a baby Tears of Guthix, catching these butterflies. And honestly, at my level on on TheCompleteRS, it's, I think I was getting maybe 1k XP per butterfly, 1.2k XP, something like that. And that was on like level 20 stuff, so yeah, it's probably going to be a larger chunk of XP if your lowest level is quite a lot higher. So all in all, I would recommend doing this because, well, simply put, it's an extra Tears of Guthix for a short period of time. So yeah, may as well. You can find these butterflies pretty much everywhere in the world, to be totally honest. You'll find at least one batch of them in almost every single city, and you'll find another batch just outside most of them. For example, there's one just outside the east wall of Valley, and you can find another batch of butterflies literally right next to the east bank. So yeah, I would highly recommend getting that done, people. Additionally, the Ninja team have added 2 new sets of level 90 degradable power gloves. The Ascension grips for rangers, and the Celestial hand wraps for mages. These can be picked up from the Order of Ascension or from Celestial Dragons, respectively. You can only get them whilst on a Slayer assignment for them though, worthy of note. So you need to be on a Slayer assignment for the Ascension members or Celestial Dragons to get the Mage Gloves or Range Gloves. Razorback Gauntlets will now only drop while on an A-Route Slayer assignment as well. This is another thing to pay attention to. And last but not least, we have the big old patch notes, if I can find these. I have no idea where I'm going to find them. Where are you? There we go, patch notes 14th. Oosh. Graphical wise, there's not a massive amount here, but yeah. Graphically, minor stretching on the Bat Wand has been fixed. Taking damage from poison no longer cancels teleport animations. The imagery model for the measure has been resized. A small texture issue with Ma has been fixed. Tooltips are no longer cut off on the gear interface in fixed screen mode. Moving on to skills and D&Ds, the range in Al-Kharid's kebab shop has a cook option. Oh my god, I swear to god. Cannot talk to save my fucking life. Quests, challenges and achievements. Zadamus's remains can now be buried correctly, which allows players to once again complete the Shiloh Village quest. That is very good to know. A Pep is now currently stood behind Ozan in the scene at Draenor Shore in the Stolen Hearts quest. An issue where text was being cut off in one of the chat boxes displayed during the Brink of Execution, oh my fucking god, come on Simon, get it together. Brink of Extinction quest has been corrected. Players no longer need a Ring of Visibility to get a Holy Cithara after completing Fate of the Gods. Going on to your miscellaneous, the price calculated by the wealth evaluator for several degradables and tradable items now more accurately reflects their value. The requirements for teleporting using the Mask of Gloom or the Helm of Darkness has been adjusted to give better feedback about why a player cannot be teleported. A boulder blocking the entrance to the God Wars dungeon is no longer missing its strength and agility requirements. What? What? How come no one told me this? What? That is well unfair. Anyway, banned guests can no longer spam a clan chat with clan admin messages by constantly attempting to re-enter the channel. The speed of the scroll bar has been changed on the emotes interface. Moving on to your ninja fixes, it is now possible to attempt to pull up a sapling from a plant pot with the chance of receiving the seed back. Players can now use Mariental on player-owned house incense burners if they are already lit to refresh the buff timer. Several of the Pyramid Plunder animations have been updated. The animations on the stepping stones east of Shiloh have been updated. Players will now get a token amount of Hunter XP when dismantling traps which have been trapped by creatures. Tripped, Simon, tripped. I said tripped, not trapped. Oh my god. The first option on coconuts is now use, making it easier for them to be noted at a Tool Leprechaun. The first option on toad legs is now use, making it easier for creating potions. And the text shown when a sign of the border depletes is now red, so it stands out more. Engine fixes, the maximum actions that can be performed by the client in one cycle has been changed from 6 to 9. I'm sure that probably means nothing to, well, most of us. Basically, it just means it should hopefully be a bit more reactive rather than lagging behind by a little bit, you know? I think that's pretty much what it means. Allows you to perform more things at once, which means there's going to be less lag between like when you click and when it actually happens. That kind of thing. So yeah, those are the Ninja patch notes, the Uber patch notes of Doom, as well as what is going on. Oh, additionally, for those of you who are interested, I don't know why I'm going all the way back like this, but either way, for those of you interested, there is a Around the Campfire live Q&A about all things lore, and this is going to be happening on Thursday, so 2 days away pretty much. And you can find it in the official forums under RuneScape lore discussion. So if you're interested in the lore, apparently the mods and stuff are going to be chatting in there, so yeah, you can find out a bit more in there. Until next time, people, I think that's pretty much everything. I'm pretty sure I covered everything, but there we go. Those are your patch notes and the next world event and all the other things. So there we go, people. I hope you've now all been informed and you know what's going on. So until next time, I will catch you all later. Have a good one. I wonder if I can talk. Judging by this video, nope.